say whatever they say, and tell us any stories about the family that you might have, or tell us what your thoughts are about this event, or anything else you want to talk about. At the cemetery, I spoke at length about the house Hillview at 20 Louisa Street. You'll see a picture of this house on page 22 of your books. I do not know what the house was worth in previous decades, but you can see that it sold for $142,000 in 1991, and then went up and up until the last sale in November 2017 of $1,085,000. At page 26, you'll see that Aunt Anne bought and paid for the property on the 31st of October 1905. She then owned it, always free of any mortgage, until she died in 1966. She left the house to two of her nieces, Wendy Ragg and Josephine Francis, the daughter of Willie Massey. To Wendy Ragg, who was the daughter of Willie Massey, and to Josephine Francis, who was the daughter of Fred Massey. Wendy's granddaughter, Eloise Caron, is here today, and again, I want to say a special thanks to her for coming with all these foreign people. So thank you. For much of the 61 years from 1905 to 1966, the house was the centre of life for the Massey family. As I said, they had the Gillesses on one side, but on the other side, the house was bought by Eloise's great aunt, Dorothy Marley, the second daughter of Louis Massey. The Marleys and the Masseys lived next to each other and are buried in graves that are side by side. You'll see on page 4 of your book that Robert Neville Marley, who died aged 8 months in 1923, is buried in the grave with his grandmother, Elizabeth, who had died just 17 months earlier. So the Marleys lived next door, and 3 of them are buried in graves 70 days later. The houses have seen much happiness, but they also have seen tragedy. In January 1956, Aunt Eva fell down the back steps of the Marley house and broke her neck. I was 8 years old, and I was taken to the hospital to see her retraction. She died on the 15th of January, 2 weeks later. In about 1931, Ruby's husband, Alan, my grandfather, was suffering from wounds received in World War I, 12 years earlier, and he was not expected to live. Ruby and her 4 children, then aged 6 to 10, she had 1 a year to 4 years from the first year after she was married, before she put him out on the veranda to sleep, or so the story goes. Ruby and her 4 children were left at 20 Louisa Street with Aunt Anne and whoever else was living there at the height of the Great Depression. There was a story that the Masseys and the Marleys looked down on this tribe of Baldwins, probably with good reason. Grandfather Alan Baldwin delighted in saying that the Masseys had a big military wedding in 1919 when he married Ruby, and now in 1930 they wanted a big military funeral. This story was confirmed by the Gillesses, who said that when Alan was in the hospital in 1930, the Masseys were speaking in hushed voices, "Poor Mr. Baldwin is very low, it may be soon now." But as it turned out, he survived. He came out of the Diamond Ten and Death Hospital and then went back to New Zealand by himself, where he rode a push bike around for about a year. He was saying goodbye to life and a last farewell to New Zealand, the country that he loved. But he did not die. He outlived every one of his generation, even Aunt Anne, by 8 years, and he finally died in 1974 at the age of 87. One of the stories that came down to me from Alan about my Uncle Ken, who was 4 years old at the time of the death of his grandfather, William, in 1928, was that all of the family were at the graveside as the coffin was being lowered into the grave. When Uncle Ken piped up in a very high-pitched little boy's voice, "What are they putting it in the ground for? I thought they said he was going up to heaven." It's hard now to imagine what it was like in 1931 when Alan came out of hospital to New Zealand, leaving Ruby and her 4 children, now aged 10, 9, 8 and 7, living in the house on the charity of their maiden Aunt Anne. At this time, Aunt Anne was 55 years old. She worked at Goldini Tea since she turned 15 in 1890. At page 30 of your book is a letter from the Queensland Public Officer of Invus, her employer, inviting her to an interview for operations. The letter is dated 29 December 1937. Things were very formal, and the invitation is addressed to Miss A.J. Massey. She'd been working there since 1890, 47 years, but she was still Miss Massey. So in 1931, Aunt Anne was going to work every day, while a house that had been her preserved for 26 years was full of people. For most of those 26 years, the house had been quiet without any adults living there. Suddenly there were 4 loud, undisciplined children straight out of the wilds of the Appleton Tablelands invading their space. The arrangement did not last. Ruby and her 4 children started renting. At the time, rental laws were simple. When the tenant got behind in the rent, they packed their few possessions and did a midnight purchase. Another story about Uncle Kenny's high-pitched voice comes down to us from the rental days. Ruby and her 4 children were in a tram travelling slowly down Stanley Street, South Brisbane. The children were playing a game to identify and all the houses that they lived in. Oh, we lived there, we lived there. After a while, Uncle Ken piped up with, "Mum, what are we going to do when we've lived in all of the houses in Brisbane?" Ruby was mortified. But Alan eventually came back to Brisbane from New Zealand and life continued. But they did not live at 20 reasons. Aunt Anne must have been a pretty decent human being. She had her parents and her 4 younger siblings living in her house from 1905 until her father died in 1928. She had various other family members live there from time to time, and then in 1959, when she was 83, my father and mother, with 4 children aged 3 years to 13 years, had come to Brisbane with nowhere to live, and we all lived apart for a year. She must have thought that after 28 years, she was being invaded again by another tribe of noisy, barefoot urchins from the wilds of Queensland. I remember her as being a very quiet and private person. She was famous, having the same evening meal every day, 1 burnt mutton chop and 1 glass of steak. That's enough from me. I'd love to hear any other stories. Frank. Yours, baby. Clap. A bit louder.
Turn it up a bit, Frank.
How's that, James? Is it good?
That's better.
Hello, everybody. I'm Frank Baldwin, Ron's younger brother. 3 years younger than Ron, and we have much the same recollections. But I'd like to start out the presentation by going back through my memory and where I pick my memories up from, so that you'll understand that there may be some small inaccuracies. But I remember very clearly going from the situation of a little country school where the only school teacher I've ever had was my father, and our nearest neighbour was at least a kilometre and a half across the paddocks, to moving to Balmoral, to 53 Collins Street, where Ruby Massey, my grandmother, and my grandfather Alan Baldwin put us up for a short period of time. My father and my grandfather never got along that well together, and that little sojourn lasted 1 term of school, and from there, as Ronnie said, we went over to live in 20 Louisa Street. From 1962 to 1964, I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, Ruby and Alan. My major task was to do their Saturday shopping, because they were getting on in years and the hills at Balmoral were pretty high, about the same heights of the ones that I go to actually, and they could no longer carry the groceries from Riding Road at Balmoral, which is down on the river flat, up the heights, up behind St Peter's and Paul's. So I used to get dropped up there either on Friday afternoon or Saturday morning and spend the weekend there. And I'd do the shopping and Dad would pick me up on Sunday afternoon. It didn't happen every weekend, but a lot of weekends. In that time, my grandfather was very musically inclined and very much self-educated, and he taught music, and he thought that I should learn the violin. My elder late brother Eugene also learned the violin. I don't know how Ron, and he's never explained it to me to this day, how he escaped, but he did. But anyway, I'm sure there were some clever words involved and bargaining involved in all that. But during that period of 1962 to 1964, I had many, many conversations with the grandparents. And a lot of that was about the early days, particularly for grandmother. And it was through them that I was connected to the Massey family. Now, as Ron said, we went over there in 1959. I think we were actually there for 8 months, Ron. And it was just a wonderland for us kids from that country. You know, fancy having next door neighbours that you can just reach over the fence and actually say, hey, you know, you didn't have to get on a bike to go and see them. You didn't have to wait until mum and dad were going to town and going into the nearest pub to actually catch up with your friends or go to the tennis match on Sunday afternoon. So it was there on tap. It was just wonderful. And Aunt Anne's place was stacked high with magazines and newspapers that went back to the early 1900s. And the house had the 10'6" high ceilings, as all houses in those days did have. And they had the tongue and groove walls with one side of the wall, the studs and the noggin exposed. And these packs of magazines and newspapers went up so high, and Aunt Anne was only a little lass. All the Massey girls were only very short, they're tiny girls. And she must have had a stepladder, although I don't recall ever seeing it, to actually get these things up so high. And we soon learned that if you put your hand in behind the stack of newspapers that went right up to the ceiling was up against the wall, you'd find piles of halfpennies and pennies and threepences and sixpences. And of course, if you go over the Louisa Street and turn left into Gertrude Street and up the road up on the corner of Gertrude Street and Gladstone Road is a shop. And it's full of wonderful things that us kids from the country have never seen. Of course, this kid from the country had never seen, like Kit Kats, butterscotches, and all those sorts of wonderful lollies. And that shopkeeper just loved seeing me because I'd go in with all these old threepences and sixpences and halfpennies and pennies. And I'm sure he made a pretty good deal with the local coin collector. So that was my introduction to the city and to Aunt Anne. And I do remember going to visit Aunt Anne, but after she had that terrible accident, I think it was the 3rd time she broke her neck. And I remember they had her in a bed in traction and you had to crouch down to look up her face. And although I never met him, through grandmother, she had a very close relationship with Uncle Fred. And grandfather Baldwin also seemed to have a great deal of respect for Uncle Fred. But I'll just get into a bit of the prepared stuff now. As Ron said, Ruby was born on the 27th of September 1887, and Alan Baldwin. That's the son of Epperson too. Alan Baldwin is often seen spelled with one L, but he actually spelled it with 2. On his enlistment papers, if you go into the archives, the Army records there, you'll see on his first enlistment paper, dated the 28th of January, you'll see that it's Alan with a single L, but that was actually written by the recruiting officer. And he signed all of his documentation, like that I've ever seen, always he signed it off as A-L-L-A-N, which is interesting. But anyway, Alan was born on the 25th of January 1887. Alan had come to Australia from New Zealand in about 1910 and bought 600 acres of virgin timberland in Millamilla in North Queensland to clear and farm. They asked him, why did you buy uncleared land way up there? And he said, well, that's all I could afford. He'd come over from New Zealand because he couldn't afford to buy land in New Zealand. We have a reproduction of the 1912 Millamilla Progress Association annual report, in which there's a photograph of the members, and he's clearly identifiable in that photo. And those who knew him could pick him out just immediately. He would have been in 1912, he would have been 24 years of age. He enlisted in the army on the 28th of January 1915 at Atherton. On the 7th of August 1915 was appointed to the 7th Reinforcement of the 2nd Regiment of Marlborough. In that period he received training and he met Ruby. Ruby was a private secretary to a Minister of the Crown, which is a pretty high
young lass to hold, but keeping in mind that by 1915 she's 27 and she'd been in that position for some time, she may have amassed some money and she may have been a significant contributor to the family finances. Anyway, he was 28, Ruby was just under 28 when they first met. From what I can remember from what they both told me, they'd met when she and her society friends provided afternoon teas and refreshments for brave young men going off to war. There were no illusions at this time with the gravity of the casualties being suffered deliberately. But promises were made. Things happened quickly. So off he went overseas aboard the Shropshire, leaving Sydney on the 20th of August 1915 and joining his regiment at Gallipoli on the 25th of October 1915. 3.5 years later, he returned on the 29th of April via the Altamira. There was no nothing around. They were married on the 5th of June 1919 before he was discharged on the 21st of June 1919. Now, Grandad often said to me, and he liked to say it in front of manner because he had a book away with him, that Ruby's family were very genteel. And having heard what Ron had to say in regard to the Masseys and their and the background of obvious wealth that they came from, but that's quite understandable. Living in Louisa Street in Highgate Hill, which is quite a genteel part of town in those times, was the same. And when grandfather said that Ruby's family was very genteel, well, he didn't quite say it that genteelly. But he indicated, as Ron has already said, that they wanted a full military wedding, for which he had to pay from his accumulated army pay. Nana would tisk tisk, no Alan, that's not right, and off they'd go. But anyway, off to the farm, in the Atherton tableland, and there's Ruby, only ever lived in the city. Been told wondrous stories of her, no doubt. If you knew grandfather, he's a great storyteller. Up to the Atherton tableland, and a shingle hut, dirt floor, one room. Children. Noel, born on the 8th of April 1920, 10 months after the wedding. June, born on the 29th of June 1921, 14 months after Noel. Edgar, that's my father, Ted, born on the 25th of September 1922, 15 months after June. And Ken, born on the 28th of October 1923, 13 months later. I guess you could say she had the children in rapid succession. Now, William Massey died on the 26th of October 1928, and Elizabeth Massey died on the 27th of July 1921. So none of their children met their maternal grandmother and grandfather. I guess that's why Dad can only recount stories of what his mother and father told him about his mother's parents. Grandfather often spoke about Bill Massey. But my only recollections of those reminiscences are that he was a barber, was as bald as a badger, and had grown a full, luxurious beard. Apparently he suffered from TB or some chest complaint, and doctors had advised the beard might help to keep his throat warm during cool months. I never heard either of them say anything about Elizabeth Massey. Nana talked at great length about her brother Fred, as did Granddad, and also Dad. Dad remembers Uncle Fred remembered Uncle Fred quite well and fondly. Granddad and Dad also spoke about the times from about 1928 after they'd lost the farm and went first to Ravenshoe, then Cairns. Dad spoke about their destitution of Cairns and Granddad's ill health and the subsequent relocation to Brisbane. And of course, as Ron's already said, Granddad obtained a job during his period as night watchman at Goldini Tea where Aunt Anne worked. She had influence on getting him that job, and he was ever grateful for that. I know in our family, we only ever had Goldini tea. And it wasn't until after I left the family home that I found out that, well, I didn't find out, but I put two and two together as to why Dad insisted on us having Gardenia tea. If anybody who's ever had Gardenia tea, they're probably rated about number 3 after Bushels and Billy. I was a Bushels man myself, but wasn't allowed. He's also a night watchman at Eagles Cars in the Valley for a period. They've been around a long, long time. Now, it's very difficult to get the place and the timing. As Ron said, sometime in the early 30s, they came down from the farm. But I think when grandfather first came down for treatment, grandmother and the children were still in Kenyans. And they didn't come down till a fair bit later. When he got out of Diamantina Hospital, sometime after that, in 1936, he went over to New Zealand. And he told me he went back there because he wanted to see New Zealand, and particularly Mount Egmont and the family farm before he died. But he didn't die. But this happened in 1936. I take that because on his army file there's a letter that he actually writes to the Department of Defence, as it was in the Central, I think it was the Central Army Records Office, that he had lost a couple of medallions while he was on his way over there in 1936. But again, with grandfather, he could never be quite sure what was the truth. Now, they lived with Aunt Anne at Highgate Hill, and they were sort of looked on as the poor cases. And I think that those 4 young scallywags from the Atherton Tabling were 4 very intelligent young scallywags. They had very active minds. And grandfather used to take great delight in telling the story of how a good family friend, the Vasilenkovs, had a daughter. And Aunt June passed, they were from Russia, and Aunt June and the Vasilenkov daughter, whose name escapes me just at the moment, they passed her off as a Russian princess. And the Massey family was absolutely so pleased to have a Russian princess in their presence until the truth came out. There's those sorts of things that young kids do without having thought for, what they're doing. But I guess what I really wonder is what Bill and Elizabeth Massey would think now if they could be here. You compare this with our current situation. We have great-grandparents, grandparents still alive. Yet Ruby's children never knew their maternal grandparents. And they didn't know their paternal grandparents either, for that matter. But here we have 4 generations present. And I think, rightly so, that they could say that they've contributed to a pretty good job. Thank you.
Really amount to much. It's just strange that when my family came to Brisbane from Ipswich, they bought a property at West End. These were big properties, acre blocks on the river, and who should be right next door but the Gillespie's, Ted Gillespie. And he was a shoemaker, a very clever one. That's it.
As always, there's a few more connections. I think on the other side of West End were the Newells. And my uncle Noel married Daphne Newell. So in those days there were lots and lots of connections all around West End and Highgate Hill. And we did get lots of stories passed down to us, some tragic and some humorous. But one of the ones about the family in 1893 when the Great Flood was on, and Ruby, my grandmother, used to tell me little stories about her mother. Everything I know about Elizabeth came from Ruby, and there were lots of little nice family things. But this one was a story about the flood. Her mother told her that in 1893 there was a knock on the door at West End, and she opened the door, and there was a distraught woman who'd lost her husband and her children in the flood. But that's sort of the lesser stories. I think they had simple lives, and as Frank said, I think that it's absolutely astounding to think that all their descendants, or so many of their descendants are here today, and they'd be astounded at the lives we lead. So I thank them too. Hang on, Carol.
No.
You want to talk?
No, thank you.
You're real sure? Well, I'll tell a story about you at Highgate Hill.
Oh, you tell a story about me.
I'll tell a story about you.
And I'll tell the story about
We
Ron.
mentioned the Gillespie's who lived next door, and Yvonne Gillespie is the last surviving one of the generation, and she couldn't be here today. But she and Mother are still sort of friends. But when we lived in Highgate Hill in 1959, Yvonne had a little son, Robert, and Carol was 3 or 4, maybe 3, and one day the two mothers came out and the kids had disappeared. The two of them, they were always playing together, and they searched high and low up and down the streets and eventually found them. The Garbos had come past and they followed the garbage truck and went for a walk. They lost. Anyway, that's Carol a long time ago. But thank you, and thank you everybody for being here today.
And you weren't scared? Like, you know, just jumping on his foot and I thought this is probably a bad idea, but... Do it anyway.